Hello everyone, welcome back. Today again we will be completing with a few topics which is left in this chapter. Okay, so this is chapter 14, outcome of democracy. We will start off with dignity and freedom of citizens. Dignity and freedom of citizens. Okay, so everybody in a country, they want to have dignity. They want to have dignity. They want to be respected in the society. They want people to look up to them, right? So they also want freedom of their own. Okay, without freedom they will not be able to do anything. So in a democratic form of government, okay, people want and they deserve dignity. They want respect from each other, okay, as well as they want to be freedom as well. Okay, so we can say that they want dignity and freedom of every citizens, okay, to cooperate with one another and to have equal understanding in a democratic setup. Okay, so as I said, okay, everybody wants to be respected and they want to be free in a democratic form of government. Okay, so what happens here is, okay, our Indian constitution, okay, our Indian constitution provides or we can say that our Indian constitution provides us the basic fundamental rights, clear, where all like citizens are given certain provisions as well as equality according to the fundamental rights, which helps, okay, which helps people to have freedom as well as dignity in a democratic form of government, which, okay, in a non-democratic form of government, for example dictatorial government, okay, in terms of dictatorial or those countries which are ruled by kings and queens, they do not get the equal opportunity or they do not get the equal status as those of the democratic countries. We could see that most of the people in the democratic countries, okay, they are mostly free as well as people live freely and then they live equally as well. Okay, so we could see that which no dictatorship as well as no monarchical form of government gives freedom to the people. Okay, there are some certain restrictions to the people. They cannot fully exercise their freedom as well. Okay, but we could say that, okay, everyone, when we talk about democracy, okay, when we talk about democracy, okay, we think that it should be a perfect form of government. We think that, democracy will provide everything to the people, okay, but every side, everywhere you go, you have two sides of a coin. Okay, or maybe you can say that there's pros and cons. Clear, there is merits and demerits, there is right and wrong. Okay, so likewise, okay, in democracy also, when we look into the scenario of India, okay, we have a lot of inequality. Okay, we have a lot of inequality, discrimination and subordination. Clear, means looking down on others, that is prevalent in India. Okay, because of the history of India. Okay, we have so much history, okay, which deals with discrimination, which deals with inequalities, which deals with subordination, okay, in terms of caste, in terms of class, as well as discrimination based on gender. Okay, we could see a lot of things. Okay, so but when we look into it, okay, it is not that it will be perfect. Okay, but what happens in the scenario of India is because of all these things, okay, people are not able to have a dignified way of life. Okay, people do not have fully access to freedom, even though we say that freedom and freedom fundamental rights is given in our society, but still then, there is some lacking behind in this sector because it has been passed down from generation to generation. Okay, example like discrimination of women. Okay, women has been discriminated in our country for a very long period of time. Okay, they are subjugated to many things. They are not allowed to have political powers. We can see that. Okay, and we can see that there is less participation of women in politics. We can see less number of women being educated. Okay, so male members are dominating in every sector, so we could see an imbalance in this kind of scenario as well. Okay, as well as caste inequalities. There are a lot of caste inequalities. Okay, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. Okay, as well as caste, upper caste, lower caste. Okay, there is so much that is being existed. Okay, it does not mean when we say democracy we think that everything should be like very much furnished, should be good. Okay, there should be no ways of discrimination, there should be no ways of this and that. But when we look into democracy, yes, no doubt there are merits. Okay, no doubt democracy provides things, basic needs to people. Okay, and it helps people, but still then there is demerits of democracy as well. Okay, because see, if something happens in term like if the conditions of women has been uplifted, okay, then again the woman would want more freedom. Or maybe say equality has been brought in terms of caste, okay, has been solved. Then what happened, the particular group of people, they will want it more and more. Clear? So we can see that yes, democracy is no doubt good for people, but still then there is some hindrances. Okay, there are some demerits of it as well. Okay, so next we have factors to sustain democracy in India. Okay, factors which help sustain democracy in India, factors which help democracy in India. Okay, there are so many pointers. Okay, so in Indian democracy successfully balances the principle of centralization and federalism. Okay, federalism is nothing but the division of power. Okay, and also equal power has been divided among the legislative, executive and the judiciary. So all these legislative, executive and judiciary, they have their own powers to deal with cases, yeah, or maybe other things. Okay, there is also a vertical distribution of power between state and local self-government. So the power in India are divided equally, as well as the works are divided equally, so that there will be no confusion, as well as there will be no problem in the society. Clear? So we also have an independent judicial system. Clear? So the judiciary settles disputes between people, between countries. We can say that between central and the state government. Okay, as well as two states government. So the judiciary plays an efficient role in solving problems which arises in a country. So because of which, okay, because of this stable judiciary mechanism, okay, what happens is they are able to sustain democracy in India. Also, fundamental rights is being given to people in India. Okay, basic rights are given to the people of India, so that they will be able to live freely. Okay, so all these factors, okay, are helpful in bringing about a change, as well as in bringing and sustaining democracy in India. Okay, no doubt democracy is more powerful and is more appropriate for people to live freely, okay, independently and do whatever they want. Okay, but okay, there are also demerits out of it. Okay, no doubt they are far more better than dictatorial as well as monarchical form of government, but still then, okay, democracy has the good side as well as the bad side as well. Okay, with which we will come to the end of this chapter. Okay, and we will continue with the next chapter, that is chapter 15, that is challenges to democracy, in our next class. Thank you and have a nice day.